Hi, my name is Xavier Williams. I'm the project manager for Safety Networks. Safety Networks is a violence prevention initiative. It's a dual combination of community coalitions and state partner coalitions. My job is to ensure that resources are leveraged from the state partners directly to the community coalitions. One of the key components of Safety Networks is youth development. What we had today was a result of 8 months of working with the Youth Leadership Council, who meets every first and third Saturday. And they decided the type of programs they wanted. They decided the type of artists and the panelists that they wanted, and what was the theme, which was a safe summer. And it was a success. We had 600, I'll say between 600 and 700 youth here today from the various Safety Network sites, which are exclusively Latino and African Americans. We had no fights, we had no gunshots, and we represented. You know, it was an opportunity for the youth to have direct dialogue with decision makers. Their motto is nothing about us without us, and I think it really went successful today. It made the youth realize that if they put effort forward, that they can see the results of their effort, and they were really able to advocate for themselves. One of the main things is that they feel that their voice is heard. So we had all of the policymakers throughout the state and the city that came to listen to our youth before a body meaning no one was killed, no one had to get shot before they came to our community, and oftentimes that's how the youth feel. Someone has to get killed or shot before they come and see what's going on. Today, they came and seen what was going on, and what was going on is a youth movement, and we got individuals to commit to be on a working group and move forward with the Youth Leadership Council, and we'll see what comes from that.
I'm 18 years old, and one of the representatives for the Safety Networks Youth Group. And I just want to say that I am very proud of the outcome of this event. I'm so glad that everyone came out to support us and show us that you do care. And we hope that you learned something from this experience, and hopefully we can build after this. Thank you.
Now I don't wanna live my life like a bastard. I just wanna write a couple of classics. I'm trying to fight the system, but I'm getting my ass kicked. Got me to the point of nigga feeling like that's it. And I wanna be the best I can be, so I'm trying to make a couple changes, start with me. Cause I'm starting to see that the powers that be are just a bunch of jealous cowards. They don't want you to eat.
And it's proven, it's fact that if you have education, that they're less likely to commit criminal crimes. I'm correct, right? So why is Superintendent Weiss buying M4 military assault rifles and buying guns instead of books? You know what I'm saying? Doesn't make any sense.
I would like to see the teachers actually trying to help them and not just making it their job that all they was supposed to do was be there, but actually help the students and help to better their lives.
There has to be a motivation within the students that to say, you know what, I want to stop.
I'm from the community of in Gresham, and this question is for Jody Lees. Recently, over the past year, there's already been over 30 CPS students that have been killed this year. So what we wanted to ask you was, what measures were the police department taking so next year the murder rate will decrease?
One of the things we wanted to work with was with the Chicago public school system. It's tragic that 36 students have lost their lives. The good news is it's not happening in the schools. What we're going to be doing for next year is getting a better exchange of information. So if something should happen in the schools that would cause a conflict or any type of argument between the students, we have to have mechanisms in place through the school officials and through the police officials to get that information to the Chicago Police Department so we can give that information to our specialized units and to our gang enforcement units so that they can be in the communities where you live. And if there is any type of conflict or retaliation that might be brewing from an incident in the school, we have to be in front of that and try and take efforts to make sure that there is no conflict in the communities where you live.
And I don't even feel safe walking to a park that's like 2 blocks away from my house, because last time we got chased and shot at by a couple of gangbangers and gang girl bangers. So I just wish that would just stop. And I don't even feel safe wearing two different colors because, oh, I'm gonna get shot and chased again with my little sister. And that's what influenced me to join the youth group, to stop it.
So I guess my question is, how can we go about getting some youth on the actual Illinois Board of Education? Since nothing about us should be decided without us?
So if everyone could hear the question, how can we get youth on the Illinois State Board of Education? I mentioned earlier we have a student advisory council that sit with our board members, and the board members are determined by state law, so board members are appointed versus law. So if you want students to actually be on the board, that would have to require a state law change. In the meantime, though, the state board members currently have students participate in meetings. They have students take on research projects every year. A couple of years ago, the project was to look at the differences statewide in the quality of schools, and all the students went back and took photos and notes about the schools that they went to, and they brought them to a state board meeting, a public meeting, and showed them the differences. And there were vast differences, as you can imagine, in a state this large, between all sorts of resources that students had. So they take on projects right now to raise awareness. They do sit with the board while the board votes. They listen to all the discussions, and they're very much a part of that policy making.
My young brothers in the hood is knowing we ain't growing, but showing no signs of stopping. I'm watching and I'm not liking where this is going. Growing in spurts from Generation X to the XZ generation, chasing dreams of being the next American gangster. Thanks to the word wankster, brothers traded in goals in life for the right to be two quarters. You see, these are the new orders of slavery. I'm made to see how white still overpowers black, even in 2009. See, when I stare into my young brother's eyes, I see white overpowering pupils dilated from popping personal product. The Starbuck urn purchases the white tee, big enough to cover the black skin, as well as have the black soul embodied in black men who never learned how to be the black man God molded them to be.